The first scream doesn't sound human. It rises through the church's vaulted ceiling, twisting with the choir's final note. People turn. The organ stops. Silence hangs, heavy and wrong. Then blood drips onto the marble floor. One drop, then another. The priest looks up, eyes wide. Something is moving in the rafters, something that was once alive. Subscribe to Think What If for more stories that push your imagination to the edge.
Oh Lord, protect us.
Shh, it will be all right.
The congregation freezes. Stained glass throws colors across terrified faces. The candles flicker as the sound grows. Wet, ragged breathing. You smell it before you see it. Iron, decay, sweat. The air thickens like a storm trapped inside stone walls. A woman clutches her child. A man whispers a prayer that catches in his throat. Above them, the thing drops. It hits the floor hard. Bones crack. A shape unfolds, twisted and trembling. The priest steps forward, voice trembling as he offers a blessing. But the creature doesn't kneel. It lunges. The pews erupt in screams. The cross on the altar falls, shattering against the tiles. People rush for the doors, but the locks don't move. The handles rattle uselessly. Someone shouts that they're sealed. The virus is already inside. You're in the fourth row. The smell of sweat and fear burns your lungs. A man beside you starts coughing, deep and wet. His skin turns gray in seconds. You back away, tripping over a fallen hymnal. The book bursts open to a page about redemption. The irony stings. The infected man's eyes roll white. He screams, but his voice is no longer his own. What would you do now? Hide behind the altar? Run for the windows? Or accept that salvation won't come? The church becomes chaotic. The aisles are a river of bodies. The sound of teeth meeting flesh replaces the choir. Someone shouting about faith. Someone else is setting a fire near the front. The smoke mixes with the smell of burning wax and blood. Through the haze, you see the priest still standing, clutching the chalice. He whispers words that no one can hear over the screams. Then he drinks from it. For a heartbeat, everything stops. The infected freeze. The priest's head tilts back. His veins turn black. Then he exhales a cloud of red mist that drifts through the air like incense. The infection spreads faster now, carried on breath. The church becomes a furnace of death and devotion. The fire climbs the curtains. You see faces melt in candlelight, yet some still pray. Why do people cling to hope when the world is falling apart? Is faith strength or denial? You crawl toward the confessional booth, choking on smoke. Inside, it smells of dust and old wood. You slam the door shut, pressing your back against it. The screams outside are muffled, but not gone. You hear pounding footsteps. A child cries for his mother. The sound stops too soon. Then, a whisper slips through the grill beside your ear. "Forgive me, for I have sinned." You turn, but no one is there. Only the faint outline of a face behind the screen. The eyes are wide, empty. You realize too late that the voice isn't human anymore. The wood cracks. A hand bursts through, clawing for you. You push back, stumble out, and the booth collapses in flames. Outside, the pews are burning. Shadows twitch across the walls. The priest is gone. So is half the congregation. The fire spreads to the altar, melting the gold. The statue of an angel collapses, its wings breaking apart. You run toward the side door, but a figure blocks your path. A girl, maybe 12, holding a candle. Her dress is soaked in blood. She doesn't blink. She says,
It's not the end. It's the beginning.
You don't wait to ask what she means. You crash through the side door, into the cold night. The rain hits your face hard, washing away the blood, but not the horror. You look back and see the church glowing from within, windows bursting like eyes filled with light. The bell starts to ring. No one is pulling the rope. Each toll echoes through the town. People open their doors, curious, unaware. The sound spreads the sickness. Every breath carries the virus now. You realize the infection isn't in the blood, it's in the air. How do you fight something you can't see? You run down the street, your shoes splashing through puddles that shimmer red. Sirens wail in the distance. A helicopter cuts through the clouds, its spotlight sweeping across rooftops. Loudspeakers blare instructions to stay inside. But you know it's too late. The mist has already reached them. You stop under a streetlight, shaking, watching the church burn. The cross falls last, crashing through the roof with a shower of sparks. For a moment, it looks like the sky itself is bleeding. You hear distant screams. Then, strangely, singing. A soft, collective hum rising from the flames. It sounds like the choir again. You feel the rhythm in your chest. The same words repeat in your mind. The same phrase that began in that first scream. It's the beginning. Hours pass, or maybe minutes. The line between time and fear blurs. You find shelter in an abandoned bakery, hiding behind the counter. The smell of yeast and ash fills the room. Outside, footsteps shuffle through the rain. You peek through a crack in the door. The infected walk slowly now, whispering prayers as they move. Their mouths move in unison, repeating something you can't understand. What if this isn't a disease? What if it's a form of belief spreading like fire? You hear a knock. 3 taps, steady and calm. You freeze. Then a voice calls your name. It's someone you know. You open the door a little, and the person standing there looks whole, human. They tell you the military has arrived, that a quarantine zone is being set up. You follow them through the rain, past bodies and burning cars. You want to believe them. You need to. But when they turn toward you, their pupils are gone. Only white remains. You run again, into the dark. You reach the edge of town by dawn. The air smells of rot and smoke. Helicopters circle above, dropping bright flares. You hear gunfire. The infected aren't fast anymore, but they're endless. They move like one body, one mind. And somewhere in that endless swarm, you think you see the priest. He's walking at the front, holding what's left of the chalice. The light from the flares reflect in his eyes. He's smiling. You hide behind a car, heart pounding, hands trembling. The soldiers open fire. Bullets tear through bodies, but they don't stop. The infected keep coming, chanting. You cover your ears, but you still hear it inside your skull, a rhythm, a whisper, the same phrase again. It's the beginning. You realize now it's not just sound. It's inside you. The mist, the chant, the belief. You cough, and your breath turns red in the morning light. Would you tell someone you're infected? Or keep it to yourself, hoping you can still be saved? The soldiers retreat. The fire spreads. The church is gone, but the song remains. You walk toward the woods, hoping the trees can hide you. Each step feels heavier. Your reflection in a puddle looks strange. Your eyes flash white for an instant, then normal again. Or maybe not. You hear footsteps behind you. Slow, careful. You turn and see the girl again, the one from the church. She's dry now, untouched by the rain. Her voice is soft, almost kind. "It only hurts the first time," she says. "After that, you see the truth." She reaches out her hand. You step back. The ground beneath you cracks. The world tilts. You fall into the water, choking on mud. When you crawl out, she's gone. Only her candle floats nearby, still burning. The flame doesn't go out, even in the rain. You sit there, staring at it. The whisper in your head won't stop. The words repeat again and again. It's the beginning. You realize what she meant. The church was only the spark. The faith spreading now isn't human, but something older. Something that doesn't die. You rise to your feet. The town burns behind you. The sky glows red, like stained glass catching fire. You can still hear the bell ringing. Each toll echoes through your chest. You whisper the words once more, softly this time, as if you've always known them. It's the beginning. Subscribe to Think What If for more stories that push your imagination to the edge. And somewhere, deep inside, a voice answers back. The final sound before silence. The last line of faith. The last breath of reason. The outbreak never ended. It just found a new place to pray.